Hey guys, Dewman here, and today we're reviewing Final Space, Season 2, Episode 10. And oh boy, was this one a good episode! Like, oh my goodness, it was a fantastic episode. It got us some very cool background. Oof, oof, oh boy. So, this episode has two plot lines, a main plot line and a secondary plot line. Basically, the main one's about avocado, and the secondary one is about Gary's mother. So, in the main one, we'll talk about the main one first. Basically, Gary goes to find avocado because avocado ran away because he shot his real father and stuff like that. And he feels like lonely, feels like down, stuff like that. Gary goes to find him. He goes through a little bit of a trial, tribulation. I guess there's actually three main plot lines, technically. But anyways, Gary goes to find him. The little Clarence goes to marry this girl to get all her wealth. At the end, it messes up. He gets nothing, but she uh, had a lover for a day, I guess. But yeah, Gary goes to find an avocado. He does find him eventually after stabbing the guy to death because he makes weird deals. So he goes to find him. He finds him. He goes there, and it turns out that Gary has a giant bounty on his head. Like a giant one, the biggest one, supposedly, that we know of. So he has a giant bounty on his head. And then Avocado joins these bounty hunters. At the end, they turn out just to be a big sap, or the leader of them turns out to be a big sap. So he lets Avocado go, and he lets Gary go, and stuff like that. It's pretty funny, pretty cute. Because Gary finally says, "Hey, Avocado, I'll adopt you," because he feels like his father, I guess. He even says, like, "Have you seen this boy? Like, have you seen this kid? My kid?" It's pretty adorable. It's pretty cute. And Avocado like accepts it because he loves Gary. Obviously, he loves him like as a father figure. And eventually they will find Avocado's actual dad. Eventually, that will be cool. I don't know exactly how it's gonna work out. Maybe he'll be a little bit jealous if he gets like his mind back, or maybe he'll die. I don't know. But Avocado has a new stepdad, which is kind of cute, kind of adorable. It's cute and adorable to see like this family just coming together finally. It's like ooh, it's so adorable. Um, Other than that, not much repercussions for that. But then we see Gary's mom getting collected by the very first villain that we saw, or one of them, I guess. The guy that controls the giant energy lab that takes people's like happiness. We see him capture his mom, drug her, and basically we see a little bit of backstory. She was a spy for this evil corporation, and then eventually she fell in love with Gary's dad. Had Gary, but she was still a spy, but she kind of fell in love with him to the point where she really loves him. And then he kicks her out, but we do know that she does get back into his life somehow because when he dies, when Gary's older, he dies, and she is still with Gary. So I don't know exactly how that happens. They probably talk it out or something like that, and she probably quits her job, or he probably saves her life from being killed or something like that. It's we'll probably learn the backstory. It's gonna be pretty interesting. And at the end, we realize that she hates Gary, like she's a horrible mother. But I have a feeling that she's not gonna kill her own son, or maybe she will. I don't know. Like I have a feeling she won't. But then again, maybe they'll be like, "No, she's totally gonna kill him because she doesn't give a shit about him. She fucking hates his guts. Like he fucked up her life. And then she got back together with the guy somehow. We don't know how exactly, because they didn't show us that part. But she was back together with him at some point. And then he died, and she just abandoned Gary. So she obviously doesn't care about Gary that much. But at the same time, she did act like a mother for a certain extent of time, at least, until her husband died. But she did say she hated him. But eventually they did get back together. So I don't know exactly how it happened or what happened, but they got back together. But then she left him because he died. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Like it's gonna be interesting. Is his mother actually gonna kill him? Because she wants dimensional keys to go into the void, I assume. which is not going to work out because her husband is probably dead because he's been in there for a very long time. So he probably died, unless he hasn't died. Maybe he hasn't died. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see if he has or has not died. It's gonna be interesting to see. And plus, it's gonna be interesting to see all those dead bodies of Gary. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Like at the end, is she gonna turn into a real mother, or is she gonna stay a douche for the rest of her life and actually attempt to kill her son, and then she's gonna get killed? You know, is she gonna die because she tried to kill her own son? Or is she going to turn out to be an actual good mother at the end, at least? You know, it's an interesting question. What's the answer? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting to find out. That's for sure. But man, that was a good episode. Can't wait till the next one because I don't know if we're gonna continue this plot line. I hope we do because I think we only have a few episodes left because it's episode 10. The last season was like 13 or 12 episodes, 12 or 13 episodes. So we might only have like 2 to 3 left. So that will be kind of sucky, but hopefully it has a really good ending, you know? Like I'm really hoping because it is interesting. It's getting interesting. Like, ooh boy, just come out with that real good episode. You know what I mean? This ooh, because it is very interesting. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys liked this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell notification if you like this content, because that's the best way to keep up with my channel. Go link below to my Twitters. As always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, you should check out this one or this one. Or, you know, click right there, because that will subscribe to my channel. That middle one right there. Anyways, I hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to my Twitter and follow. As always, my friends, stay sane. Peace.